Judicial Service Commission has set up special anti-drug and substance courts across the country to address the growing problem of drug and substance abuse. This was revealed during a training program for judicial officers and prosecutors aimed at tightening the justice system's response to drug and substance abuse, as well as standardized sentencing for drug-related offences. Sharon Munjenjema has more.
Drug and substance abuse in Zimbabwe has reached worrying levels. According to the Zimbabwe Civil Liberties and Drug Network, 60% of admissions into mental health institutions are linked to the crisis. Government has since taken a multi-sectoral approach to fighting the scourge. The training of judicial officers and prosecutors on handling drug-related cases is one such facet of this multi-pronged strategy. A total of 70 judicial officers participated in the training, which was presided over by Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Ziyambi Ziyambi.
Where the Chief Justice and the Prosecutor General brought their heads together to say how do we contribute to this multi-sectorial drug and substance abuse approach as the justice sector. And they've said, let's train our magistrates across our provinces, let's train our prosecutors on how to deal with drug and substance abuse cases that they encounter in their provinces.
Recently, there was public outcry after 9 Chinese nationals were found in possession of cocaine and were fined only 150 United States dollars. A few days later, popular Zim dancehall chanter Ras Pompi was sentenced to 6 months in prison for unlawful possession of illegal cough syrups. The discrepancies in the two sentences sparked widespread debate on social media platforms. Minister Ziyambi Ziyambi told journalists that the training of judicial officers on dealing with such offences was meant to help courts hand down more uniform penalties for drug-related crimes.
The important thing is the Chinese were convicted and the order said they must be deported. What this training session will do is now to standardize how sentencing is done for like crimes. So there was an outcry, I agree, but what we have, the response from JSC and the prosecution is, let's bring together our prosecutors, let's bring together our magistrates so that we streamline the way they deal with drug and substance abuse.
The training of judicial officers comes at a time when the Judicial Service Commission has set up special anti-drug and substance courts across the country to address the growing drug and substance abuse problem. Judicial Service Commission Secretary Dr. Walter Chikwana revealed that magistrates and prosecutors have received specific instructions on how to manage such cases.
We have created or established courts at every province in the country. We have identified and nominated 2 magistrates and 2 prosecutors from each province who have now been designated. We have now been designated to deal with matters of this nature.
Addressing trainees, Deputy Prosecutor General Nelson Mutonziwa urged prosecutors to take drug-related cases seriously. He called on them to prepare thorough and well-documented dossiers for the courts.
Public scrutiny reminds us that the legitimacy of our institutions depends not only on the law we apply, but on how fairly and transparently we apply it. I wish to acknowledge directly and without hesitation the public's distress.
Drug use or possession can attract up to 5 years imprisonment in Zimbabwe or a fine of around 700 United States dollars. Trafficking or dealing carries harsher sentences of up to 15 years behind bars, but judges can depart from these guidelines for various reasons. Sharon Munjenjema for CTN News in Harare.